All right, talking about the government, some developments coming in there on the issue of pollution. The central government has come into action on pollution crisis. It seems government sources now indicating to India Today that they are creating a central working committee to tackle air pollution. The center will use advanced Japanese tech as well to curb dust. I have to say, this is one of the first measures that we are hearing from the government. Piyush Mishra, my colleague, brings us this report. Let's cut across to him. Piyush, tell me more. What exactly is this measure that the government is talking about? And importantly, this Central Working Committee has been a long-standing demand, is actually a step in the right direction. Who all are going to be part of it?
Well, absolutely, Sonal. What we are now hearing is that the committee will be focusing more on as to how to control the menace of pollution, not only in Delhi NCR but across the country. For that, various members have already been appointed. Remember that this committee has been given the job to find out the ways as to how to tackle the air pollution, the rising air pollution, and the top sources in the government, Sonal, are now indicating that the government is looking forward to introduce a Japanese technology which will be very much helpful in reducing the emission of dust in the air. Remember that dust is one of the important components of air pollution, and that is why the governments, not only in Delhi but also in various parts of Uttar Pradesh, have banned the construction activity completely. Now what we are learning is that the government is going to introduce a Japanese technology, and with the help of this technology, the emission of dust will be contained by 90%. That's what the sources are indicating, and very soon this technology will be introduced, and this is one of the first big step which the government is now going to take. Apart from that, introduction of EVs and various other policies is what the government is focusing on. So it is now going to certainly be a game changer if these policies on which the government is working are introduced. Multi-pronged, policies are there on which the government is putting.
But Piyush, help me understand this. Dust is PM10. Dust is also very visible, right? I'm not saying it's not a problem, but it's the visible one. Tell us about what's the plan for PM 2.5, the one that is not visible and one that enters our bloodstreams directly. What are they doing about that and vehicles?
Well, as far as vehicular pollution is concerned, Sonal, what sources are indicating that the government is going to push more for EV policy, and you would remember that today itself we also heard from Nitin Gadkari, Union Transport Affairs Minister, who mentioned about the fact that 40% of pollution is basically happening because
but what
the
is he doing
emission
about
for that, the government is now going to introduce more stringent policies to have more and more EV vehicles on the roads, and for that the committee has already been assigned to work, and for that we can see some sort of decisions being taken in the coming future.
All right, let's wait to get more details on this, on what exactly will be the formulation of this committee, who all will be part, will they have chief ministers of different states, neighboring states, all of North, in fact, and there will be a centralized body with scientific minds there really guiding them on what to do, because that's really important. But I have to say, this is the first step that we have seen from the government. It's so sad that it's taken them so many months to finally arrive here. Let's hope they're able to get something out of this one. But